A tornado touching down in Saraland just after lunchtime today. That's where we find Fox 10's Dacian Smith. Dacian, you actually talked to several people who got caught up in that tornado.
Yeah, that's right, Lee. We're actually here at the Plantation Motel just off Highway 43 here in Saraland. It was one of the hardest hit areas in this part of town. If you take a look behind me, you can actually see the damage that this building took. The roof torn completely off, the windows blown out, and that car in front of it was heavily damaged. Now we want to show you some drone video taken a couple minutes after the winds began to die down. This video is from Chase Cochran, and you can really see how hard this building was hit. And since we arrived here a little after 2 o'clock, we've seen residents coming out, taking pictures of the damage, going in and out of rooms to grab what they can. Of course, some of them were not here and they were just coming back to see what the damage was. But we actually did catch up with one man who was in his room when the tornado touched down, and here's what he had to say.
As soon as I turned around, the whole roof just exploded. Everything started to come flying in. I jumped from there, laid in the bathtub, and just waited it out. When I came up out, I didn't know what to think.
Now earlier we were told one person had minor injuries and wasn't taken to the hospital, but since then an officer with Saraland Police has told me 3 people had minor injuries. All 3 of them were taken to the hospital, but they are expected to be okay. Meanwhile, out here I just spoke with somebody from VOA, Volunteers of America, not too long ago, and he said they're actually on their way out here with some totes and some supplies to kind of help people gather their belongings, as well as give them some things to kind of help them get through the next few days. So definitely some good news coming out of all this. Help is on the way for those people affected by this tornado. For now, live in Saraland, Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.
Well, a tornado spawned by Hurricane Ida tore through parts of North Mobile County this afternoon. It touched down in Saraland as well as Creola, ripping off roofs and knocking down trees. Fox 10's Dacian Smith joining us again live in Saraland. Dacian, I'm sure a lot of people there on the ground have some stories to tell.
Yeah, Lee, they really do, and we actually want to give you a closer look at some of the damage. If you take a look through here, this window completely shattered. You can see the roof is gone. That AC unit almost ripped out of the wall, and all of this debris still on the bed. You can actually see some of that broken glass right there at the foot of the bed. But if we come up just a little bit more, if you remember that gentleman that we spoke with at 4 o'clock who said he actually had to ride out the storm in his bathtub, this is what his apartment looked like. He said he was just standing at his window watching the rain, and then he saw the rain get harder, the wind start picking up. He started getting a little nervous, and then he took off into his bathroom, rode the storm out in his bathtub. We're not able to show you exactly where that is because of all the debris, but he said he was in the tub, wasn't exactly sure if he was going to be. Thankfully, he was. No major injuries to report. Everybody sounds like they're going to be just fine, just going and finding somewhere to relocate to for now. Live in Saraland, Dacian Smith, Fox 10 News.